Aging usually shows up in your movement before it shows up anywhere else. These 5 mobility moves target some of the exact qualities that keep the body feeling young. And the first one is humbling, because it exposes one major weakness almost immediately. The Shaolin bow highlights something most people don't realize they've lost: the ability to move their spine one vertebra at a time. Your spine isn't supposed to move like a stiff plank. It's made up of 33 individual segments that should articulate independently. But if you've been sitting most of your life, your spine has learned to move as one locked unit. And that's a massive aging marker. When you can't control each segment of your spine, your body compensates. You round your shoulders forward because your mid-back won't extend. You lose the ability to stand tall without forcing it. Your lower back takes over every movement because the rest of your spine refuses to participate. The Shaolin bow teaches your body to reverse all of that. You stand tall with your feet hip-width apart. Arms hang at your sides. Now tuck your chin to your chest and begin rolling forward, one vertebra at a time. Your head leads the movement, then your neck, then your upper back. Each segment of your spine peels away from the one above it, slow and controlled. You're not hinging at your hips. You're not just bending over. You're articulating your spine piece by piece until your hands hang toward the floor. At the bottom, you reverse it. Start from your lower back and stack each vertebra back on top of the one below it. Your head comes up last. The entire movement should feel deliberate, almost meditative. And this is where things start getting interesting, because the next move exposes the part most people completely miss: the hips that have locked up so badly they can't even access the positions their body needs to stay mobile. And we'll get into this in a second. For this spine roll exercise, you may feel your spine moving in chunks instead of smoothly. That's the stiffness revealing itself. The goal isn't to force it. The goal is to give your nervous system permission to move through ranges it's been avoiding. Do this for 5 to 6 reps, slow and controlled. And pay attention to where your spine feels stuck. That's where the work is. Now your hips are supposed to open wide. Deep squats, low stances, getting up off the ground without using your hands. All of that requires hip mobility most people have completely lost. Shaolin monks train their hips relentlessly because every stance, every kick, every transition from the ground required control through ranges most people never touch. The frog stretch rocks force your hips to open in a way sitting all day has locked them shut. And this movement is what unlocks the deep squat position you'll need for the third movement. Without this, your hips won't let you get low enough. With this, your body remembers what deep hip flexion feels like. You start on your hands and knees. Widen your knees as far as they'll comfortably go. Your feet stay in line with your knees, toes pointing out to the sides. Your shins and thighs should form roughly 90-degree angles. Now rock your hips back toward your heels. You'll feel a deep stretch through your inner thighs and groin. Hold for a moment, then rock forward, shifting your weight toward your hands. That's 1 rep. I know it looks a little strange, but it'll feel like something you never felt before. Leave a comment down below how your first couple reps felt. The stretch should be intense, but not painful. Your hips are opening through a range they probably haven't accessed in years. If you feel pinching in your hip joints, back off slightly. The goal is a deep stretch in the muscles, not pressure in the joint itself. Your hands should stay planted the entire time. Don't let your elbows collapse or your chest drop to the ground. Do 10 to 12 rocks, slow and controlled. Breathe into the stretch at the bottom of each rep, and notice how your hips start to release as you move through the reps. That's your body adapting in real time. The first few reps will feel tight. By rep 8 or 9, you'll have more range. Now these movements are powerful on their own. If you do nothing but add these to your routine, you'll notice a difference. But they're also just a piece of a much bigger puzzle. Most programs ignore exercises like these entirely. They focus on strength and muscle, but they skip the movements that actually keep your body moving well as you age and prevent injury. That's exactly why I created the Reset Your Body Blueprint. It's loaded with movements like what you're seeing here: dynamic mobility work, loaded stretching, stability patterns, the overlooked stuff that keeps your joints healthy and your body feeling decades younger than it should. It's an organized guide that tells you exactly what to do to get your body feeling the way you want it to. If you're realizing your body needs more of this kind of work, check the link in the description or scan the QR code on screen. So, that hip opening we just did, this is what it unlocks. The deep resting squat is one of the most natural human positions, and it's also one of the first things people lose as they age. Kids sit in this position effortlessly. Adults from cultures where sitting on the ground is common can hold this for minutes without thinking about it. But a lot of people in the West can't even get into it. If you can't sit in a full deep squat with your heels on the ground and your torso upright, your ankles have lost dorsiflexion, your hips have lost flexion, and your body has adapted to chairs and couches. This position is a litmus test for how well your lower body moves, and Shaolin monks used it not just for mobility, but as a rest position during training. You stand with your feet about shoulder width apart, toes pointing slightly out. Now sink down into a full squat. I do recommend only going a little past halfway to start, and ease your way into it over time. Your hips drop below your knees, your heels stay flat on the ground, your chest stays upright, your arms can rest on your knees or hang in front of you for balance. And you hold. If your heels lift off the ground, your ankles are too stiff. Put a small wedge or book under your heels to start. If you can't keep your torso upright and you fall backward, your hips and ankles are both restricted. Use a wall or pole for support and work your way into it. This isn't a position you force. It's a position you earn back through consistency. Some people will need to start with a partial squat, lowering only as far as they can while keeping their heels down. That's fine. Meet your body where it is. Hold for 30 seconds to start. Build up to a minute or longer. Pay attention to how your body feels. Your ankles should be stretching. Your hips should feel open. Your lower back should stay neutral, not rounded. If you find yourself rocking back onto your toes or gripping the floor with your feet, your weight distribution is off. Shift back into your heels and let your glutes engage to stabilize you. Your knees should track over your toes, not caving inward. Your thoracic spine, the middle and upper part of your back, is designed to rotate. When you turn to look over your shoulder, reach across your body or twist to grab something behind you. That rotation should come from your mid-back. But most people have lost that ability. Their thoracic spine is locked up from sitting and hunching forward. So every time they need to twist, their lower back compensates. That's a problem. Your lower back isn't built for rotation, it's built for stability. When you force it to rotate because your mid-back won't, you set yourself up for pain and injury. The seated spinal twist teaches your body to rotate from the right place. You sit on the ground with your legs crossed in front of you. If sitting cross-legged is uncomfortable, you can extend one leg straight or sit on a block to elevate your hips. Place your right hand on the ground behind you. Your left hand rests on your right knee. Now twist your torso to the right. Your eyes follow the twist, looking over your right shoulder. The rotation comes from your mid-back, not your lower back. Breathe deeply. With each inhale, sit taller. With each exhale, twist a little deeper. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Pay attention to where you feel the twist. If you feel it in your lower back, you're compensating. Reset and focus on rotating from your rib cage, not your hips. Your shoulders should turn more than your hips do. If your hips are rotating with your torso, you're twisting from the wrong place. The bow stance was a foundational position in Shaolin training. It's a deep lunge that builds hip flexor flexibility, leg strength, and stability all at once. And it fixes one of the most common mobility restrictions people develop from sitting. Short, tight hip flexors that pull your pelvis forward and wreck your posture. You step forward into a deep lunge. Your front knee is bent, tracking over your toes. Your back leg is straight, heel off the ground, and your hips are square to the front. Your torso stays upright. Don't lean forward. Your chest is tall, and your core is engaged. Now you hold. You should feel a deep stretch in the hip flexor of your back leg. That's the muscle that's been shortened from sitting in a chair all day. If you're not feeling it, push your hips slightly forward and squeeze your glutes on the back leg. That'll intensify the stretch. Your front knee shouldn't drift past your toes. Keep the weight in your front heel. Hold for 30 to 45 seconds per side. Don't bounce or force the stretch. Just breathe into it and let your body adapt. Movement quality equals youth. And if you want the full system that makes all of this work even better, check out that Reset Your Body blueprint in the description.